But you've probably seen this concept of old guys who have worked for their entire lives, and then at some point when they're 60 years old, they retire, and their life actually gets worse afterwards because we need to keep working on something. There's the studies and things that I've read and looked on online, which I'll summarize for you, which is that no matter what our age is, we still have the ability to use what's called neuroplasty, which means kind of that we can update our brain with new beliefs and learning and wisdom. Everyone kind of understands this now, but only a few years ago, people genuinely thought that your brain stops developing past like the age of 25, which is completely like just idiotic. Your brain develops, and in fact, your brain needs to develop every single year for your life. Otherwise, you start having a shit existence. Those old people that probably your parents, our great-grandparents, destroying their lives. Why? Because they don't fucking read. Because they don't learn. Because they're just setting their own ways. Now they're dying. Now they're deteriorating. Now their health is getting worse. Now their brain is getting destroyed. Soon enough, they're going to get Alzheimer's and they won't even remember your name. That's what happens when you don't keep learning and progressing. When you don't use your brain, it just starts to deteriorate. So we need to already have this mindset. We don't want to turn out like these old people that we see who, like, for example, it's kind of cute, but also not that, like they literally don't know how to use phones and stuff. We might say that that's wholesome. It's not as wholesome as you think when you can see genuinely that they're experiencing like minor forms of brain damage because they're not learning. We should be old and we should know how to use the newest technologies because we're learning how to use it. Now, we shouldn't be addicted to them, of course. We want to be wise enough not to be addicted to like VR porn or whatever the fuck, like AI sex bots or something when they come out. But we should know how to navigate AI or whatever technology there is 100 years from now. We should know how to use these things. We should continuously keep learning. And so if you can start to visualize that and almost write it down, to form a new identity for yourself, that you are a lifelong student, that you'll always keep learning. Because really ask yourself, people don't do this, but make a decision right now. Is that the life you want to live? Do you plan to stop learning and do you like want your brain to just stop developing at a certain age? Or do you want to set the intention that you'd probably like to keep learning and developing and enjoying and gaining wisdom every single day for the rest of your life, and it'll probably make your life better and you'll probably live longer? Set that intention clear right now. I am a lifelong student. I'm going to keep learning for as long as I live. I'm going to be the 80-year-old who's still reading books every single day. I'm going to be the 90-year-old who's still exercising. Of course I am. People don't really set this intention and then they're surprised when life just hits them and they're fat and disgusting and stupid when they're 50 years old, never mind 70. And guess what the worst part of all this is? There's guys our age who are doing the same things. There's guys our age whose brains and bodies have already started to deteriorate. Not even 70 years old, not 50 years old. At 20 years old, 25 years old, they're literally poisoning themselves with alcohol every week. They take drugs, they're sleep deprived, they're fucking up their brain and their dopamine receptors. They're taking medications which they don't even know the side effects of. Content consumption and porn and video games. Shit, disgusting food destroying their gut. Wondering why they feel like shit all the time and why they have to cover it up with more and more substances.